Imagine this. A plane carrying 45 people, friends, family, a rugby team, crashes into one of the most unforgiving places on Earth, the Andes Mountains. No food, no shelter, temperatures dropping to minus 20 degrees Celsius. For 72 days, the survivors faced starvation, avalanches, and impossible choices, yet 16 of them made it out alive. This is the story of the 1972 Andes plane crash, a tale of human endurance that will leave you speechless. Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into one of the most incredible survival stories ever. On October 13, 1972, Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571, a Fairchild FH-227D, took off from Montevideo, Uruguay, heading to Santiago, Chile. On board were 45 people, 19 members of the Old Christians Club rugby team, their friends, family, and 5 crew members. This was no ordinary flight. It was a chartered plane for a young, tight-knit group excited for a rugby match and a weekend in Chile. The Andes, one of the world's tallest and most treacherous mountain ranges, stood between them and their destination. The plane, a twin-engine turboprop, wasn't built for high-altitude flights over such rugged terrain. But what could go wrong on a quick trip across the mountains? Everything went wrong. The pilots faced thick clouds and severe turbulence. The Andes are notorious for unpredictable weather, and the pilots, relying on outdated navigation tech, made a fatal error. They miscalculated their position, thinking they'd cleared the mountains. They hadn't. At around 3:30 p.m., the plane clipped a mountain ridge at 13,800 feet. The right wing snapped off, then the left, and the tail broke away. The fuselage hurtled down a snowy valley, sliding to a stop at 11,000 feet in a place later called the Valley of Tears. 12 people died on impact. The rest, they were stranded in a frozen wasteland with no rescue in sight. The survivors, mostly in their 20s, faced a nightmare. The crash site was remote, miles from civilization. Temperatures plummeted to minus 20 degrees Celsius at night. The plane's fuselage became their only shelter, but it was open to the elements. They had almost no food, a few chocolate bars, some snacks, and a bottle of wine. That's it. They rationed everything, but it was gone in days. No plants, no animals, just snow and rock. The survivors, many injured, knew they were in a fight for their lives. By week 2, starvation set in. The survivors faced an unthinkable choice. With no food left, they turned to the only source available, the bodies of their friends, preserved in the snow. This wasn't a decision made lightly. They debated, prayed, and agonized. For many, it was a pact. If they died, they'd want their bodies to help others live. This choice, as shocking as it sounds, kept them alive. It's a testament to the lengths humans will go to survive. The survivors didn't just sit and wait, they got creative. They used luggage and plane seats to build a wall against the wind. They melted snow for water using metal sheets. They even tried to fix the plane's radio, hoping to call for help. But when they heard on a small transistor radio that the search was called off after 10 days, hope faded. Then, on October 29th, disaster struck again. An avalanche buried the fuselage, killing 8 more and trapping the rest for 3 days. Yet they dug out, refusing to give up. After 60 days, 2 survivors, Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa, decided to take matters into their own hands. Both were weakened but determined. They set out to cross the Andes with no maps, no climbing gear, just makeshift clothing and a sleeping bag made from insulation. For 10 days, they climbed peaks up to 15,000 feet, battled exhaustion, and faced death. Finally, on December 20th, they spotted a Chilean farmer. Their desperate signals worked. He alerted authorities. On December 22, 1972, Chilean Air Force helicopters reached the crash site. The terrain was so dangerous they could only take a few survivors at a time. By December 23rd, all 16 were saved. After 72 days of unimaginable hardship, they were finally free. The world was stunned. These young men, against all odds, survived starvation, avalanches, and the Andes itself. The Andes crash is more than a survival story. It's a testament to human resilience, teamwork, and the will to live. The survivor's story inspired books like Alive by Piers Paul Reed and movies that keep their legacy alive. They faced impossible choices and emerged not just as survivors, but as heroes. What would you do to survive? Let us know in the comments. If this story moved you, give us a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more incredible stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Want more survival stories? Check out our video on next topic here, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly uploads.